You're losing some money right now. You'll probably stay a little later. I apologize. Blame Ross. I just wanted to tell you a little bit about myself and why I am running. You know, Ross and I, along with his partner, are all from Hilo originally. I was born in Waipahu in a small plantation hospital, and then spent from little kid days up until going off to college in Hilo. And I talk about that because I do think these two small plantation type communities, very rural when we were kids, shaped who I am to this day, and two very important ways. One is my style of leadership. It's one of collaborative working together. It doesn't mean I'm afraid to fight, but I'll look for the common ground and fight together to a common solution. It's not just pointing the finger and blaming. My opponent is a little bit more like that. He likes to fight, he likes to say no, he likes the engagement. I want to engage when I think it's going to result in something that we're going to benefit from if we move everyone forward. It's easy to fight. It's much harder to actually solve a problem and move forward. You guys are in the business of solving problems. The other thing is hard work. You know, I watched in these communities, basically plantation workers work incredibly hard to make a living. And my father, although he's a physician, came from the Depression, and when I graduated from high school, my last summer before college, he told me, you're going to work at Pun Sugar. I didn't know what it really was going to be, so you know, the Salvadon gang, I didn't know what that was, which is a weed spray gang. Carrying a 50-pound backpack of weed spray on your back and walking up Rosa Cane. And it was really hard work. And I saw guys that had been doing it for 40 years. I came to appreciate what that all means. So hard work and working together. And that goes hand in hand, I think, in terms of doing the job of mayor. I served for 6 years in the State House. First 2 years of Vice Chair of Transportation, I put in the bills to jumpstart the debate on rail again. Because I'm passionate about rail. But for me, it's about infrastructure. Rail is about building infrastructure in our urban core. From Diamond Head, Alto, Eva. So people can move about this city in the urban space better, more efficiently, quicker, so we can get home with their families, or get to places like this and be productive at work, but not sit in hours of traffic burning up gas and wasting their time and ripping families apart. It's not the way we should live in an urban core. Sewer. I helped negotiate this consent decree, $4.7 billion. Now, why do I get passionate about moving kukai around? It's about capacity. So we can build more buildings like this, so we can do this reviving Kaka'ako, we're almost hitting capacity, so we can live better in our urban core. So we're not continually growing out to our ag lands. It can stay for ag or just an open space, because we love that. That's what makes Hawaii so incredibly beautiful. We can't just keep repaving everything over, but we can do better in the urban core so we can live more densely. So infrastructure I'm very passionate about, because I believe it'll set our city in a new direction that we have not yet taken. As Ross said, he's taking the words right out of my mouth. We are the 11th largest municipality in the country. But most of us don't think of ourselves as living in a huge city. We still think we live in a town. This is not a town, this is a city. And we need to embrace it, we need to love it, and then we need to help recreate it, redevelop it, so it gets even better. That doesn't mean forgetting who we are as a people or our past. For me, it's about recreating neighborhoods that once existed, just like Waipahu and Hilo, where we come from, where everyone knows everyone, and everyone cares about each other and helps each other. Kaka'ako used to be a plantation community in the old days. Totally changed many, many decades ago. But can we recreate a community in Kaka'ako? I believe we can. If we do planning right, we can actually live really well in the urban core, vertically, but walk to the beach, hop on the train and go to a movie, hop on the train and go to a UH football game, drink all the beer you want and not have to worry about driving home because you get on the train to come home. People do that throughout the world, and I think we can do it here, and I'm really passionate about it. And my style, when I was at the city, when I was at the House, was to sit in rooms like this around the table. Yes, we have problems. Listen to everyone on how to solve it, making a decision, and then fighting together to try to resolve the problem. And I did it, I think, pretty well. I had a short period of time at the city to do it. You know, I won 4 years. And I'd like another 4 after that if I do a good job, so that I can really set this course. So I'm honored that you allowed me to come today. And again, I know how busy you are, so I thought I'd sit down and listen to any questions you have on talking any issue. And the good news and the bad news in some ways is I spent